This is going to be a PhonkyFix tutorial on how to replace your iPhone 5S battery. For this we're going to need a pentalobe screwdriver, a normal screwdriver, a pair of tweezers, and a plastic or metal spatula. Always use plastic over metal, but I only have a metal. So first we're going to be removing the two screws at the bottom with a pentalobe screwdriver. Next we're going to be working on this corner specifically because there's a small lip to grab. And you just want to wedge in between the screen and the frame of the phone. Very, very gently begin to open the phone, just like I am. Now be very careful not to lift the screen too fast because there's a tiny little ribbon cable with a small metal cover that we're going to need to unhook right there. You want to get something plastic. I only have a pair of tweezers here. And just sort of pick it up like this. It should pop right out of place, like a lever. And just pull it out. This little metal part. You want to make sure you do not rip that very small ribbon cable right in there. Now just pop it up from the motherboard and you can safely lift the screen up. Now we're just going to remove these 4 screws right here. Keep them in the same order because they can't go back in any other way. And this last screw right here is actually not magnetic, so we're just going to lift it up with the plate. Now we're going to remove the camera, the LCD, and the digitizer. Now you can just separate the screen from the frame of the phone. This is what your screen will look like on the inside. We'll be fixing that in another video. Just push that right on out of the way. Now we're going to look for this little bracket, sort of near the bottom of the phone, removing those 2 screws. Keep them in the same order you take them out, otherwise they just won't go back in. Now we're just going to remove this small little bracket over the battery connector. Oh, there it goes. And just lift up this small battery snap. Just like that. Don't rip that or it can break the battery. Now just go grab your plastic or metal spatula, preferably plastic. You're just going to wedge it in there very safely, not to rip any of the cords underneath. Just wedge it in underneath. And pull it out like that. Now just going to go get your new battery and put it exactly how you took it out of the phone earlier. Just push this little snap back in. That's it. You replace your battery. Now we just got to put this little bracket back on here. Put those 2 screws back into place. Remember to put the one that you took out back in the same position. Now go grab your screen, and you're going to reattach it starting with the digitizer, and go to the LCD and the speaker and front-facing camera. Should be a little satisfying snap, but don't push too hard because you could damage your motherboard permanently. So be very gentle with this. It might take a little while at first, but you'll get it. Now grab the little metal plate. Place it back over the same way you took it out, and go grab your screws in the order you took them out. Make sure you don't put them in too tight because you could cause your screen to have weird boxy glitches, and nobody likes that. Get the last one in. Now comes the fun part, putting the screen back together. Because of your touch ID sensor on your home button, before you can close the phone, you're going to have to snap together that little ribbon cable back onto the motherboard, which you'll find is a super fun process. Just kidding. Just follow exactly how I am doing on the video. It takes a little while to get it in there, but eventually you'll find a way. Sometimes you gotta use a tool to push it down and snap it in place, but you'll get it. Just have faith in yourself. Now we're gonna grab the little bracket as soon as you've got that connected. You took off before. You're gonna put it right back on there. Just squeeze it in there with your fingers. This is equally as fun as putting that little ribbon cable back into place, I assure you. Now we're just going to snap the phone back together, starting from the speaker and front-facing camera, working our way down to the home button. Now go grab the 2 screws you took out right at the beginning, the pentalobe screwdriver, and you're just going to screw them right back in. And that's it. You've replaced your iPhone 5S battery. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.